Hi, welcome. I'm Julie of Astrology with Julie, and we have entered Capricorn season. It goes December 21st, which is the winter solstice, and it ends January 20th, 2024. I can't believe we're looking at 2024 in a couple of weeks here. It's kind of wild. I have planned an EFT tapping video series based on the archetypes of the planets in astrology, and if you'd like to follow along, you can hit the subscribe button down below the video. And of course, if you find value in this video, if you enjoyed it, would you hit the like button? I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. I believe that connecting to the planetary archetypes with EFT tapping will help us partner with the planet's archetypal energies more generally in our own natal charts, and then additionally during challenging transits. I also believe that each of these archetypes exist as a mirror into our own minds. And Saturn is considered a social planet alongside Jupiter, or transpersonal. It can tell us a lot about our social personality and much more. Astrology has given me a beautifully deep understanding of myself and others, and I really think the world could use more of that. I have felt real peace and compassion through this work of observing the cycles of our lives and our own planetary makeups, which everyone can see in their own birth charts. If you'd like to know more about your own birth chart or the Saturn in your birth chart, feel free to email me, astrologywithjulie@gmail.com. It's also in the link, I think it's linked below. So my intention with this series was to create 1 or 2 tapping videos per astrological season dedicated to those ruling planets. And you can see the list of all of those that were behind and the ones that are still ahead just down below in the description of the video. So since we're in Capricorn season, this tapping session is dedicated to Saturn, and Saturn asks us to develop our own self-discipline, self-respect, and faith in our destiny. Saturn also asks us to make peace with solitude. It's named after the Roman god of agriculture, which I find apt considering that most of the hard work of a plant in growth under a plant growth under underground. I keep reading that. Okay. It occurs underground and unseen from others, right? The hard work of working on our inner selves is sort of the same, right? We're doing it internally, not really for others to see. So first we're going to start by tapping on the shadow qualities of Saturn to try to neutralize them, and then we'll follow with the aspirational qualities that Saturn encapsulates. In evolutionary astrology, we learn that the shadow, sorry, I'm having a lot of Mercury retrograde moments this morning. So anyhow, in evolutionary astrology, we learn that the high road of the Saturn archetypal energy includes things like I mentioned above, peace in your own solitude, finding your own self-discipline, creating your own willpower and self-respect. And the low road of this may look more like chronic depression, melancholy, cynicism, coldness, unresponsiveness, time-serving behavior, lack of imagination, suppression of emotion, even materialism. We don't want to get too grounded in this earth energy or we'll become sort of addicted to the physicality of it. That's how I'm reading this. So my blessing for this video is that we are here to learn to encompass the inner growth and the healthy boundaries that Saturn inspires. So we're going to start tapping. First, before we do that, we're going to take a deep breath in. And you can close your eyes if you want to. You can take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, 1 to 3 times. And while you're doing that, kind of think about what I just said in terms of the Saturnian archetypal energy. How do you feel in your comfort level? Do you feel super comfortable? that would be like a level 10, or do you feel maybe you're struggling with the energy, and that would be more of a 1? So after you breathe in and out about 3 times, we're going to continue, and we're going to check in after the tapping to see if your number changed at all. So if you like, you can close your eyes and imagine the planet Saturn with its beautiful rings is pouring down their powerful, self-aware, healthily boundaried energy into you and lighting you up. I feel like Saturn is saying, I want what's best for you. Here are the rules, right? They love rules. So we're going to start by tapping on the side of our hand with a few fingers. This is called the karate chop point. And we're going to continue on the following points: eyebrow, side of the eye, under the nose, chin, collarbone, armpit, and top of the head. You'll repeat each phrase after me, and you'll tap at least 7 times during that. Okay, deep breath in, karate chop point. Even though I am unsure how to work with this grounding Saturnian energy, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm unsure how to work with this grounding Saturn energy, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm unsure how to work with this grounding Saturnian energy, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. All of this heavy Saturnian energy is dragging me down. I don't know how to feel rooted in myself. If I go on this way, I may never find my roots. I know Saturn might feel like a drag before I embrace it. Who really wants to have to enforce boundaries anyway? Won't people think that I'm mean and rude if I say no? Am I strong enough to create boundaries for myself? What if I learn to say no and others respond negatively? What will the consequences be? I am willing to consider that their response is actually none of my business. It's inconsequential because I reserve the right to do what's best for me. Boundaries help me create self-respect. I know when I invite healthy Saturn energy to play, I can count on soul growth. And I invoke the planetary energies that Saturn represents to help me create boundaries and put myself in order. I will root myself in Saturn's earthiness. I will ask Saturn to help me form a stronger sense of self. I'm ready to hear Saturn's wisdom. I want to grow the faith I have in my own destiny. I actually do crave more self-discipline. When I'm willing to sit in stillness, I have the ability to hear my deeper self. Saturn energy is quiet and rooted in my deepest sense of self. Solitude is the path towards Saturnian inner knowing. Saying no is one way to practice healthy Saturn energy. Saturn reminds me that the boundaries I'm creating are not selfish. They are of self-interest. Saturn grants me permission to focus on myself for once. Embracing healthy Saturn energy can help me develop faith in my destiny. Healthy Saturn energy tells me it's safe to seek solitude. Saturn energy reminds me that slow and steady wins the race. Saturn energy blesses me with a desire to bring my great work to life. I'm ready to partner with this wizard-like Saturnian energy now. I can breathe deeply now. I'm starting to understand that Saturn's methods are different, and I welcome the challenge. And so it is. Thank you. Ooh, that was nice. I am my primal triad. I have 2 air and 1 fire, and I really oftentimes need to and want to seek activities that help me feel more grounded, which is why I like tapping so much. I think my number decreased ever so slightly. I wondered, did yours decrease? How did that feel? You can tell me in the comments. That'd be great. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. You can return to this tapping session anytime. Join me next time for Aquarius season, where we get to celebrate the energies of the planet Uranus, which is famously pronounced about 35 ways, one of which is really funny. Okay, I love everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful that you joined me, and I can't wait to see you next month for a beautiful dedication to Uranus. Happy Saturn season, all. Thank you so much. Bye.